Joining me right now, great pleasure to welcome a author of a brand new book. This is very interesting, particularly for people here in Sarasota, which is known as an arts town. It's called Arts America, and it is a catalog of all the great arts festivals, museums, theater, featuring where to go and how to get there, and great information on it. And we're joined now by Jeffrey Compton from New York today. Jeff, thanks for being with us. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Good to talk to you. I guess this is kind of a unique book. I've never seen anything quite like this, where it's specifically dedicated to arts events around the country.
I always was looking for, and I finally gave up and decided to do it. And because I enjoy, when I travel, I'm basically one of those people who likes to check out all the theaters and jazz joints and museums and, classical music and dance that's in the town, and it's very hard to find. Sometimes I'll even pick a town based on that. And so I didn't want to, you don't want to have to read 30 different guidebooks. So that's how it came about.
Yeah, normally when you go to a town on vacation or whatever, you look in the local paper. Maybe there's some brochures in that rack in the hotel, but it's kind of something you have to kind of search around to see what's there. This kind of all puts it in one guide. I'm surprised nobody did it before.
I am surprised too. Yes.
Well, it's a great idea. How did you kind of do the research on this? Have you visited a lot of these places?
We went out and found skilled people in the area. And in each genre, our dance consultant, our dance editor had a huge experience in the field. We had a very bright young man writing our jazz stuff. Basically, from the same thing, theater people. One of our theater editors had already put out a guidebook on cast albums. So that's how we did it, and we came up with the entire project. I had gone through and determined which cities would be included. You see, the book also has a complimentary website that covers an addition, including Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota, which covers another 40 towns on the website. So from there, between the two, we felt it was a good match.
The basic five you have are San Francisco, New York, L.A., Chicago, and Washington, D.C., which are the capital-based cities of, I would say, arts in America. But like you said, you break it down to additional 20 in the book and then on the website. And living in New York, obviously that is the cultural center probably of America. But just to kind of see what other events are around the country, that must have been kind of a fun job for you, though.
Oh, it was, because you get to discover the regional take on, for example, you can say that New York is the cultural capital of the United States, but the true cultural capital is probably more Chicago, because the art that comes out of Chicago, for example, Broadway right now is dominated by plays that came out of Chicago. And Chicago is, if you're talking about true American art, then you go down to a place like Miami, and you see not only the strong American art, but the Hispanic influence on American art. We just ran a story on the web about a project of between a U.S. and Cuban theater that they're doing that's launching in Miami. So we found, and it's fun to see how local take is, because it's in these local areas that you see very, very productions you're familiar with, but a whole new twist on them. And that can be very exciting.
It's kind of interesting. Each city has its own thing that it's more known for. I guess you say dance would be more out west, L.A. and San Francisco. Would that be their primary art form?
San Francisco has a very strong dance scene.
Mm-hmm.
L.A. does not have a strong dance scene. L.A. has a very strong classical music scene. And what L.A. extremely excels at is theater, small theater, because they have a host of theaters that seat between 70 and 200 people. They must have 100 of these spread throughout the L.A. Valley. And because of the television industry and the movie industry, you have top-flight actors appearing in these shows where you can buy tickets for $10, $15, and see top-flight actors in very, very quality productions. And they do it to keep their theater chops going while they're in this steady TV show or they're in this steady movie, between movies. They'll do some theater just to keep their skills going.
That's interesting, and particularly down here in Sarasota, I know you have part of that on the website, Tampa Bay, Sarasota. Very cultural, but particularly jazz here in Sarasota. It's a big jazz area, and jazz festivals around the country. What other cities have great jazz festivals?
Of course, there's the New Orleans Festival. We've all heard of that. There's also the, let's see,
there's Newport, right, in Rhode Island?
There's one in Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. There's one in Washington, D.C. The Rhode Island one has had a few problems in recent years.
Really?
It is still with us, but it has had to redo itself quite frequently. There's a very good one in Oregon, in Mount Hood, in about on the western side of Oregon, about midway through the state. There's a very, very good jazz festival. Detroit has an interesting jazz festival. Los Angeles, many of the big cities, of course, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, have major jazz festivals.
Talk about summer festivals as people plan their travels this summer around the country. That's also in the book as well. And
yes, we push summer festivals. And one great thing about summer festivals is you can go to a nice rural town. Normally, the summer festivals allow you to see a lot of whatever you like to see. Some are multicultural. Many are, theater or classical music or jazz or dance. You don't have, and like you go to some of these towns like Ashland, you can stay in walking distance of all the theaters. There are, in 1 week, you can see 9 different shows, top flight productions. Usually at very good pricing. And as long as you reserve early and do your homework early, and the best way to do your homework early is to check out these sites. There's a whole list of them on our website, and check out sites you are interested in, and then go to the actual website and sign up for free email. Doesn't cost you a thing. Free email, and that way you'll be the first to know about when tickets go on sale, ticket discounts, last-minute deals, the whole 9 yards. And you didn't spend the dime to find this information out.
Well, it's a great idea for a book. It's called Arts America, Enjoying the Best Art Museums, Theater, Classical Music, Opera, Jazz, Dance, Film, and Summer Festivals in America. We've been talking with Jeffrey Compton. Jeff, give out a website that people can get more information on you and the book.
www.go-artsamerica.com. So it's go-artsamerica.com, and it has all the information that you need.
And also an additional, 40 cities you said that are in the book?
An additional 40 cities. I haven't counted them recently.
Yeah,
and an additional 40 cities, plus it has about 35 art summer festivals.
Well, Jeff, it's a great pleasure to talk to you. And sometime if you're down in our area, checking out Sarasota, Tampa Bay, let us know. We'd love to have you back on again.
Thank you.